next, let's talk a little bit about frame data. Okay, sub, he has a lot of utility. All right, a lot of utility. I like to go to the down one a lot during the match just to kind of keep my opponent on their toes, and so I can squeeze in whatever I'm trying to do. A lot of players now in this Mortal Kombat are taking it serious, learning the lingo, learning the strats, learning how everything works in the game. And the great thing about NetherRealm and the great thing about the people who have been working on this MK, they've made it easy for you to learn that. If you go to the tutorial and you work through those, towards the end they're going to start getting into the more advanced concepts for you, right? So that's your chance to kind of learn those things and put them to use. The one thing they do is talk about frame data. All of that is available in the menus. For every move with your characters, that frame data is there. Okay, learn that. Learn what that means. If this is your first time hearing that, learn about startup frames, learn about active frames, learn about recovery frames, learn about block advantage, learn about frame traps. Take the time to go through those tutorials because I guarantee it's going to take your game to the next level if you're in tune with those things and if you take the time out to learn it. Now, me, myself, I've done a tutorial. I've never really been into that depth of gameplay, and even now, even with me knowing that, I still haven't jumped in the lab and went through every single move and calculated and added up and subtracted, just because I don't do that usually. But I'm telling you that if you do, it's gonna take your game to another level. Because then it's a science. It's down to an exact science. You know how the game works under the hood. So I highly suggest you do that. Me, myself, I don't do that as much. I'm more about the feel. Like, I can understand the concept, so I can put them to use as I'm playing, but I haven't went in and actually did the calculations and said, okay, when my opponent does this, I should be going to this move because it's my quickest. It's just my natural feel through playing. I figure those things out. But if you are into that, highly suggest you do it because it's all there for you. And that's going to lead to you using your player even better and even smarter. So work smarter, not harder, right? And that's your opportunity to do that. The next thing I want to talk about is special cancels, okay, specifically with the ice ball, because Sub-Zero is one of the few characters that has a stun built into his character, and that's the ice ball, and it's been like that forever, as long as he's been a character. So I like to use that Frosty combo, as I was showing y'all a little bit earlier, to go into my ice ball, because it starts off as a low, and that's a good way to catch your opponent off guard when you're mixing them up and everything. That's a good way to go into a stun and get another string off, right? So that's what I like to do, but you could definitely use a lot of his other strings to do that as well, like the back 1-2 into an ice ball, or I'm sorry, the back 1-4 into an ice ball. So that's a good way to do that too. You can go in and get that ice ball off. Another thing he has is that overhead forward 2. Now, unless you're using the enhanced version of the ice ball, you won't be able to cancel into that, but sometimes your opponent is just so caught off guard by you hitting them with an overhead, you can still get that ice ball off right after. Another thing is the back 2 right there, and that's an anti-air as well. And a lot of opponents, right at the beginning of the match, they like to jump in. So if, I don't know, I just want to take a gamble, or if I know who I'm playing and I know they like to do that, I'll just go straight into that and then right into an ice ball. And now I get to get a combo off right then and there. So be sure to use that as well, because that's a good way to get that ice ball off. But all of his strings usually give you that ability to go right into that. Just try it out. Go through the strings, see what you like best, and see what you can use that ice ball with. Because every time you stun, guaranteed damage, right? So that's the opportunity to do that. Even some of the levels will allow you to get a free stun. Like in the corner of the Shaolin, I believe Shaolin Temple, or whatever that map is called, there's a lion over on the right side, and you can get a stun off when you use R1 to hit your opponent with that. So try that out as well. The next thing is a slide. So I showed you guys the crush and blow combo I use. So that back 1, 4, and then 3. But of course, right after that, you can get in the slide. So that's another way to get your slide off. I want to make sure I put that in the video. And the last thing is the thing I showed you earlier. And that's, once again, the back 3, 2, and then death sickle. So that's a good way to back off and put some space in between you and your opponent. Now that I've kind of went through everything, I want to tell you guys about the strategy I like to use. I like to be really pressure heavy. And I like to throw in a lot of mix-ups with sub, just to throw off my opponent's tempo, just to throw off their game. They're always trying to guess what I'm doing, and of course that gives me an opportunity to guess what they're going to do because they're trying to counter me. So it kind of lays out everything right in front of me. And at that point, it's just pickings and choosings for me, right? I get to like say, okay, I know you're trying to counter this, so let me bring this to the table. And a couple tools I'll use with that before I actually get into strategies to show you guys a 3-3. So that string right there. So a lot of guys, even if they block that, they're gonna get caught by this because it's. Let's run that up again. It's a mid. All right. So sub doesn't have many mids, and that's one of them. Okay. It's the back 2, and then of course that 3 at the end of that string. So if you got a guy in the corner and they're blocking heavy, they're really trying to stop you from putting him in the corner, you might get them with that because they're not going to expect that second move because there's like a little pause in it. And anytime you can put a little pause in your strings on any type of fighting game like this, your opponent's going to take that second to think, okay, let me get in. And at that point, that's when you catch them sleeping. So that's your opportunity to do that. So now let me kind of get into the main tools. So I showed you guys how I like to get the ice ball off. I showed you the slide combo I like to go into. I showed you the crushing blows I like to do in the corner. But the biggest part I really think about this is the forward 2-4. All right, so when I catch you with that forward 2-4, that's gonna have you guessing that high block, right? And as soon as you go into that high block, I'm coming with the low. I'm coming with the low into my ice ball, and once again, that's another string and an opportunity for me to get that crushing blow off I showed you guys earlier. So it's gonna be a lot of that going back and forth. And as soon as your opponents start guessing for both of those, that's when you can come in for the throw. It's all about keeping your opponent on their toes. Highs, lows, grabs. Highs, lows, grabs. But also having the patience to know when you need to back off and throw something else into the mix. And the way I like to close distance and get them pushed into the corner is my forward 4. Look how much distance I'm closing in with that forward 4. Look how far I'm coming from across the screen. So if I'm throwing that at you and sliding into the screen, if you're somebody that's trying to zone me, sliding to the other side of the screen, that's gonna catch you off guard at some point. So even if I'm way back here, look how far that goes. So if you add a front dash into that, it's gonna go even farther. Check that out. So that's constantly putting pressure on my opponent. I'm constantly keeping them guessing. And if they're guessing, that means they're trying to counter what I'm doing, and I know what they're gonna do. So that's a good opportunity to really get in your opponent's head and then take over the match. Lastly, I want to show you guys how this looks in motion. Okay, I want to jump in the casual match. This is my first one of the day, and see what kind of matchup we get, and put all these different things I've talked about into play just so you can see, and maybe pick up on a few things I didn't even explain, because I'm sure I left something out. It's my first video in a while. Ooh, 67 and 57. I see you. I haven't played many. So one, I should say, I played this on Xbox and PlayStation. Johnny Busket on both. I'm X Johnny Busket on PlayStation, and I'm X Space Johnny Busket on Xbox. And that really, really, really bothers me, but I'm not going to change it. I'm going to try to hold out. Eventually, I probably will. But right now, I'm not going to worry about it. So we're going against a Scorpion, and I didn't see what variant he picked. But we'll see how this goes. Maybe I get my ass bust on the first match. We'll see. Hopefully, I get to show you a lot of the stuff I was talking about, though. So, okay, so I'm going to keep it real with you, Chief. That first game I hopped in, I got my ass whooped twice, okay? But then we rematched another 2 times, and I beat them pretty easy. I had to get warmed up. I'm not going to waste your time showing that, because I ain't show y'all none of the shit I actually just try to teach you in practice. So as you can see, he got fatalized in the back. I had to turn the operation off. I had to go sit next to the screen because I'm pretty far, and I had to get it in. I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all a little bit. Even if I catch the whooping, it's gonna be up there. It's for the first video. It's kind of shameful. That's why I had to keep it moving on that first one. But hopefully I get to at least show y'all some of the stuff I was doing, because I'm warmed up now. You know what I'm saying? I can admit, if I edit something out, I'm gonna let you know. I ain't gonna try to hide it from. I'm gonna let you know. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you know I was on some bull. But hopefully right here, we can get it popping. He wearing purple, huh? God, I hate that. Let me see. I thought he was going to teleport. Oh, no, you don't. So that's the good thing about the slide. You can duck under. Oh, my goodness. Okay, this is a sub that know what he... The last sub ain't really know what he was... I mean, the last Scorpion really ain't know what he was doing either. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness, I'm on fire. Okay. He gonna teleport. Oh, he went for that. Oh, yeah, we just go ahead and get that crushing blow off. We ain't even worried about the string. We're trying to even it up a little bit. Oh, there go that teleport. Bow. Nope, no you don't. There go that overhead I was talking about. Now we got him in the corner. Check this out. Oh, he did delayed get up. Okay, now if y'all don't know about the delayed get up, if you hold L2 down, or left trigger for those of you on the Xbox, you can delay your get up and throw off your opponent's timing. I'm gonna try to start off with this 3-3 since he's in the corner. And that's the thing about these Scorpions, man. They can switch sides on you so easy. They don't even need to hit you to switch sides. Me, I have to at least hit my opponent. I'm gonna try to roll. Oh, I did delay get up on accident. So what you gonna do? That's what you gonna try? He's gonna try to grab me soon because I keep blocking. Oh man. Y'all gonna get a good one, it look like. Now what you gonna do? You gonna teleport? Okay, I got him to block. I'm gonna go for the grab. I'm gonna try to ease him on out of here. Let's see, because if I can get him low enough. Crush and blow. There's that crush and blow I was talking about. Just like that. Forward down, forward 4. If y'all haven't seen, well, I'm sure you probably seen this one, but if you didn't know how to do it, you don't even have to unlock it. You can just go ahead and put it in, and he'll actually do the fatality. So that's forward, down, forward 4 from mid, I believe. And I'll show y'all. I don't even have it unlocked. I can't show you here, but right through his eye. Money shot. So I'll go ahead and give this guy a rematch, and y'all can see that. Maybe I'll get to do some other stuff. Right there, I was just trying not to lose on YouTube, man. I gotta be honest. I was just trying not to lose on YouTube. I showed you a little bit of the overhead. I showed you a little bit of the slide, but I didn't really get to get in my bag because I was so busy worried about not losing this. And he's got a parry, it looks like. It looks like he keeps doing a parry. Dang, and right there is an opportunity where I probably should have and wanted to use the death sickle. Try to give him an opportunity to do that. And I'm gonna jump in. And right there I actually confirmed and still did the damn death sickle. I was thinking he was gonna see that coming. See if I can get him to teleport again. Oh, got him. That's the great thing about the low slide. Come across the screen and do what you gotta do. Nope. See how I'm using that down 1? Oh my goodness. Let's see what he does. I knew that was coming. Just had to. Oh! Fatal blow. But the great thing about that, if you lose the first round of a fatal blow, the great thing about that is they've used it. They can't use it anymore. So now in rounds 2 and hopefully around 3, you won't have to worry about that fatal blow coming out, and that changes up your strategy dramatically when you don't have to worry about that. And of course he jumps when I'm not expecting it. Okay, what is he gonna do here? He's gonna jump back in, bet, hit him with the down 1, hit him with the down 1 again. And there's that crush and blow. That's so useful. That's so useful because not only does it close distance, but also if your opponent's far enough away, they're gonna feel comfortable with going for an attack. And he's blocked that, I block it back, he goes for that, and there I am. I'm gonna go for a grab because I know he's not expecting that. And then we're gonna go low. Boom, 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 boom. Easy. Easy. And I still haven't got to show too much of anything just because I gotta not over pursue too much with this guy. He's gonna go for that spear. Oh, and he got it. Good thing he didn't enhance it. That probably would have got the crushing. Okay, I can't let him get too aggressive right here. He keeps trying to go for his overhead, but it's too slow. Mine comes out a whole lot quicker. Look at that crush and blow. Look at that crush and blow. Look how much health that took. That took a ridiculous amount of health. See what I'm saying about that slide crush and blow? If you save that for the end, I guarantee you'll save your ass. I guarantee it. Okay, so I'm gonna call it right there. I got to show a little bit. Try to play around with the things I've said on your own. Maybe you'll get to introduce something new into the mix. And hopefully I'll see you back on the channel. I didn't get my ass whooped on YouTube, okay? So, because I cut out the beginning. So that's a success for me, all right? I'll take it. So until next time, it's Johnny Busket Gaming. I'll see y'all later. Deuce, outie.